I'm a man who plays a lot of video games, I'm a man who plays a lot of Nintendo Switch games, and recently I got 3 review copies of some brand new Nintendo Switch games that I think you guys would be interested in. But as we all know, cash rules everything around me, cream get the money, dollar bill y'all, and I don't want you to spend money on games that might not interest you. So today we're going to talk about 3 brand new Nintendo Switch games and see if they are something that you will want to pick up. First off, we're going to talk about Vampyr on the Nintendo Switch, an action RPG game starring a vampire. Then we're going to talk about Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD, and then we're going to wrap things up with Aladdin and Lion King coming to us from Disney. So are these 3 games something that you should have on your radar? Are these 3 games fun games? That's what we're going to find out in this video. So sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about these brand new Nintendo Switch games and if they're worth your money or not. So let's kick things off with Vampyr. Is Vampyr a game worth sinking your teeth into? I need better jokes. I need better jokes on this channel. Let's find out. Vampyr originally released last October on the PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. And I played the Xbox One version of the game last year, and I really enjoyed it, so I was happy to see this game come to the Nintendo Switch, as the Nintendo Switch could always use some more mature style games. Vampyr has you playing as a character named Jonathan Reed, a doctor in a depleted 1918 London, where the Spanish flu is running rampant. Or is it the Spanish flu? Oh, did I also mention that Dr. Reed is a vampire as well who craves blood? Cause yeah, that's kind of important. The basis of the story of the game is trying to figure out why you became a vampire, avenging a family member's death, while also tiptoeing the line between a doctor and a vampire. The story is very well crafted and is complemented with some stellar voice acting that really brings this vision of London to life. Your actions have impact in the world around you as well, as the game offers a deep conversation system that can lead to more missions or just gathering intel. You also have to decide whether or not to try and help people or bring them to the afterlife with a bite to the neck. Each character in the world has their own XP meter, and by biting their neck you can kill them and gain XP very quickly, which is imperative to leveling up Dr. Reed. However, when key members of an area die, morale starts to become very low in these areas, and the sickness spreads. So there will be more smaller vampires known as skulls in the area, less humans, and the price of goods from shopkeepers will also skyrocket in these regions. You can play it safe though and level up by completing missions, ranging from main missions to a ton of different side missions, all of which offer a lot of variety. You'll solve puzzles, combat different people who try to take down vampires in quarantined areas, fight boss battles, find missing people, and much more. Gaining XP will also allow you to level up your character and a variety of moves at your disposal. Some enemies are prone to physical attacks, some enemies are prone to stun attacks, and you can also upgrade some more Outer World style abilities as well to help customize your character to your playstyle. Increase the amount of blood you drain when biting a neck, do some cool power-up moves as well. There's a bunch of cool stuff you can do. There's also a crafting system to upgrade your weapons, brew medicines to help sick people in an area, or brew potions to heal yourself as well. So the game offers a great story, interesting gameplay mechanics, a deep skill tree system, and a lot of potential outcomes from the world you are in. So what is sort of holding this game back, and why is it kind of disappointing? Unfortunately, it's the performance of the game. Now, when I played this game originally on the Xbox One, there were some minor issues from time to time, but they are definitely much more pronounced in the Nintendo Switch version of the game. Sometimes there are steep frame rate drops in the more open areas of the game, and occasionally in combat as well. The graphics are downgraded a bit versus the Xbox One version, but I still think they look good, albeit there's a bit more pop-up from time to time, but the spotty frame rate really detracts from this version of the game. There's also random loading times that occur that were not in the Xbox One version of the game either, that once again kind of break the immersion of this game that Vampyr provides. Now, the developers did say that a patch was coming to help the performance of this game, but at the time of this video it was not yet implemented. I hope the patch does improve the performance of the game, because I think Vampyr at its core is a very solid middleware style game. It's not a big AAA budget game, but it's also not a smaller indie game. It's that sort of middle of the road game, and it's a unique action RPG that is on the go, admittedly pretty fun. But if you have an Xbox One or a PS4, you'll probably be better off playing that version of the game. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm a man who likes monkeys. I'm a man who likes balls. So is Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD a game worth checking out? Let's see. Super Monkey Ball used to be a big franchise a couple generations ago, but as time has gone on, the franchise, like a lot of popular Sega franchises, just kinda went away. Banana Blitz originally released on the Nintendo Wii with good old motion controls, and that sort of put a damper on the experience for many people. Banana Blitz HD looks to rectify that situation by being a remaster of the Wii game with proper controls, and honestly, it turned out pretty good. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD has you choosing from a variety of monkeys inside of balls, trying to get to the end of a level and collect bananas because some evil alien is stealing them. I'm gonna be honest with you, nobody plays Super Monkey Ball games for the story, they play for the gameplay. And Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD feels both classic but a bit fresh with new mechanics that were introduced in Banana Blitz, which admittedly I had never played before playing this game. The game has around 100 levels broken up into different segments, each with a theme and a boss battle, which was new to the series at that time. Honestly, I don't like the boss battles at all. I think they're clunky and pointless, and honestly more difficult than they should be. Banana Blitz also introduces a jump mechanic, which I like. Sometimes you'll have to jump across sections of a level or use it to avoid enemies, and I think it adds a pretty decent layer of strategy to the standard formula. The core gameplay is still very fun, and while it may be a bit outdated by today's standard, it's still pretty addictive trying to complete levels as quick as possible. There's some new stuff in this version of the game as well, such as the decathlon section. You partake in 10 different minigames, trying to achieve the highest score in each of the minigames. Then at the end you are given a grand total and it is posted to an online leaderboard system. Most of the minigames are pretty fun as well, except one. Look, maybe I'm just an idiot, but I cannot for the life of me figure out this stupid hovercraft minigame which has you hitting flagpoles. It literally takes me over 5 minutes to do every time. I suck at it and it always messes up my overall score and it really pisses me off. But the other 9 minigames are pretty fun. There's also a time trial mode that has you playing levels from the main game and trying to beat them as quickly as possible, and then it uploads that to an online leaderboard system as well based on your time. There's local multiplayer, unlockable stuff in the game such as Sonic the Hedgehog, yes Sonic the Hedgehog, and more costumes for your characters. And the graphics and audio are very bright and cheerful. The control may take a little bit to get used to when you're having to manage your speed, and the camera can be a bit jarring when it jerks from time to time, but once you get used to it, it's definitely a lot of fun. I've been having a very fun time playing Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD, and I think fans of the series and newcomers alike will enjoy this game too. It's the circle of life, and Aladdin and Lion King for Switch. Disney games used to be some of the best games out there, and Aladdin and Lion King were two staples of the 16-bit era. Disney has decided to re-release these games on modern platforms for $30, and honestly, I'm glad they did, as these games still hold up today. Based on the iconic 90s animated films, Aladdin and Lion King feature different versions of the game for you to check out. Aladdin has the Sega Genesis release of the game, which we all know is superior to the Super Nintendo one, and even has a demo version of the game that was never released to the public, along with a Final Cut version that actually adds in some new content as well. You can also play the Game Boy version of Aladdin, but it sucks. Lion King features both the Super Nintendo and the Genesis version of the game, along with the Game Boy version as well, which, once again, sucks. When choosing a game, you get some different options, such as changing the screen size, filter options, and border on and off options. You can also save your progress at any time playing these games, but there's only one save slot per game, which I kind of think sucks, because I would have liked to have seen at least 2. The main games of Aladdin and Lion King are still super fun to play, and the games definitely hold up, I feel, in terms of retro games. Aladdin is definitely preferred for me over the Lion King, and it still feels really good. I did notice that once in a while it seemed like there was some slight input lag when using the sword in Aladdin. Yes, the Genesis version has a sword, making it superior to the swordless Super Nintendo version, but I never experienced it with the jumping, so I don't know if I'm just dumb or what. There are bonus features included in these games as well, such as the ability to watch a perfect playthrough of the games and jump in at any time and play, which is good if you're stuck on a certain spot of the game. Both Aladdin and Lion King have a museum section as well, where you can see things like concept art, never before released footage from events on the games, interviews with people behind the games, and more, which is honestly absolutely outstanding. I had an absolute blast watching all these different sort of behind the scenes things, because I really enjoy both of these games. You can even listen to the game's soundtrack at your leisure, but for whatever reason the volume seems really low on the Nintendo Switch version when you're playing in handheld mode. That also extends into the in-game music as well, so you might want to use some headphones if you're playing the game in portable mode. All in all though, this is an excellent compilation, and at just $30 with everything on the cartridge, take notes Capcom, it's a no-brainer for fans of retro-style games. Alright, so those are 3 brand new Nintendo Switch games that I think you guys would probably be interested in my thoughts on, and I wanted to share them with you guys. I am a bit disappointed at Vampyr. I really hope it does get a performance patch, because then I think the game would actually be worth checking out on the Nintendo Switch, but those performance issues definitely held the game back for me. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD is a great game, it's still a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed Aladdin and Lion King as well. I think all of the new features really add to the game, and the core games themselves are still very fun, even though Lion King can be ridiculously hard at times. But let me know in the comments section down below what you think of these 3 games. Do you plan on picking up any of these games? Are any of these games on your radar? And as always guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Be sure to check out the new merch in the merch store. We got some new hats. We finally have hats. I'm so excited to have hats finally. We got some new AEW inspired shirts as well. So make sure you guys go check that out. Link in the description box down below. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.